Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a full review of the Hunt to Killer subscription box that Brandon and I subscribed to back in the summer. And if you haven't seen it, there is an unboxing video that we did of the very first box that we got. But today I thought I would do a full review of the whole 6-month experience and let you guys know what we liked, what we didn't like, and at the end I will tell you guys if we will be continuing to subscribe. This video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I just thought that I would tell you guys my honest opinion because I have been getting some comments on the first video asking like how it's going and talking about pricing and things like that. So I just wanted to clarify everything and do a little bit more detail into the whole thing. So if you don't know, Hunt to Killer is a monthly subscription box in which basically a serial killer is writing to you, getting in contact with you, sending you stuff, and there's a whole mystery aspect to it that you have to figure out. I started getting targeted ads about this last summer, and since Brandon and I are huge escape room fans, we love doing escape rooms, this seemed like a really cool concept. It was definitely like the perfect target audience because we love mysteries and like we watch Forensic Files every single night. So this is like right up our alley. And so I ordered it and yeah, that was back in I think July would make sense. Yeah, I think it was July. It is $30 for the month-to-month subscription. They have a bunch of different episodes. You start with one called Initiation, and then from there they're just numbered. And they also offer specialty boxes. I think there are 3 now, where you get to know the synopsis of the mystery, and there's like a little preview thing on their website. And those are really expensive. I can't remember exactly how much they are, but they're right on the website if you're interested to go check those out. And those are like their premium subscription boxes. So I will get into what we liked first, and then I'll tell you guys what we didn't like. So some of the things that we actually really liked about the box, first of all, it always came right on time. I signed up for the box in the middle of July, and that becomes like your date every month that the money will be withdrawn. It's not like the first of the month, it's whenever you first order. So I think it was like the 15th for us. Every single month the money would get automatically withdrawn and we would get the box within like 3 days. And we never had an issue. It always came right on time. I was notified when it was coming and on its way. The only thing is like you do have to obviously remember when the money is gonna come out and make sure that it's there. So just keep that in mind, that the money does automatically get pulled and they don't send you out a reminder or anything beforehand. So you just have to stay really on top of it. The boxes themselves are really, really detailed, and we love the kind of commitment that the company puts into making everything feel really real. And they even go as far to make like social media accounts for characters and companies and things like that in the story. So you can actually go on Facebook and look up different like Facebook accounts that coincide with your mystery, and that's pretty cool to me. They have websites and things, and they just make the whole thing feel super realistic, and it definitely is very immersive feeling when you're working on the mystery and looking at the clues. You just feel like it's real and like you're a part of something that's really creepy and really real. So that was really cool, and we did really appreciate the time and effort that they put into everything. And you get like a little pamphlet with your first box that shows all the designers and the team, and it was really, really neat. It'd be a really fun company to work for, I think. They also put a ton of time into the mysteries themselves. They're very, very complex, and there's a lot of different characters and things to wrap your head around, and the writers of these mysteries and the people who come up with the puzzles are top-notch, just stuff that I would never even think of. So props to them. Very, very cool concept. The boxes are really cool. So we really enjoyed that. So now I'm going to talk about the stuff that we didn't like, which I have to say there are a few more things we didn't like than what we did like. The first being that the puzzles, I just got done telling you how there's so much attention to detail, but I will say that for a mainstream audience, the puzzles are super difficult. And we have done a bunch of escape rooms in the past few years, and there have been really difficult puzzles and things like that there, but I have never come across anything quite as difficult as what we did with these Hunt a Killer boxes. And we would spend hours like agonizing over these puzzles. And I think it got to the point where it was just very frustrating, because by the third or fourth box of us not being able to figure stuff out on our own, it got a little bit annoying. And I was hoping for something that was a little bit challenging but not unattainable. And I felt like for the majority of the boxes, the puzzles were very unattainable to like solve in a decent amount of time. And I don't know, it just got a little frustrating. And they do include a cheat sheet in the boxes where you can like go online and you can look up hints, or you can look up the answer. And I would say of the 6 boxes, we had to look at the answers for like 4 of them. So that's not as fun to have to go and look up an answer because you just cannot figure it out. And sometimes we would get the answer and it would just be the most ridiculous thing to try and solve, and we would have probably never figured it out. So in order to like get to the end of the mystery, you have to be able to solve everything and know the answers to everything, and it was just really frustrating, like really difficult. So I think for the mainstream audience, I was expecting something a little more easy. And it's funny, the last box we received was actually the easiest puzzle. So that was kind of weird. Like the last puzzle that we worked on, we figured out pretty quickly within like half an hour. And that was more along the lines of what I was expecting for the entire experience. So a little disappointed there. The other thing is the price point. $30 for a subscription box is not crazy, but the thing is that the majority of the content that we received is paper. And it's not that it's not well designed, it's really cool. There's letters and emails and photographs and things like that, but it's paper and it's just being printed out and stuck in an envelope and put in a box. And after the 3rd box of mostly paper items, you start to question if $30 a month really is worth the money. I don't really think it is. We would get like a trinket in every box of some kind, but most of the time it was a pretty cheaply made trinket, and sometimes it didn't even have to do with the mystery. Like sometimes we would have to use it for a puzzle, but other times you wouldn't, and you would just receive some random trinket. So I don't know, I just personally didn't think it was worth the $30 a month. And I could just be speaking about the initiation box. Maybe the other ones have more interesting items that come in them, but I think we were expecting a little bit more than what we received. And you normally get 8 to 9 items a month, and we would get, I would say, 7 or 8 pieces of paper. So while they were interesting to look at, it's paper. Like, that's bottom line, it's paper. Another thing that I don't like is that you cannot choose the mystery that you're gonna work on. The initiation box, I could see that being like everybody gets the same one to start out, but after that they just are called episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and I believe you have to go in order, and you just don't know what you're gonna get, which is kind of fun. But at the same time, you know, when I'm watching like Criminal Minds, a crime show or something of that sort, certain types of crime or episodes will hold my interest more than others. And so because I can't read a synopsis of the mystery, I'm less likely to want to like take the chance and pay $30 a month for it. And so I think that they would really benefit from you being able to choose the mystery based on like a little summary that they provide to you, which is what they do for the deluxe boxes, which I know that's probably how they get people, is like, oh, you know ahead of time with the deluxe boxes, whereas with the other ones you're taking a chance. I just wish that you could just pick one, like based on a summary. I didn't like the fact that you have to go in order, so yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of how we felt about that. So in conclusion, did we continue to subscribe to Hunt a Killer? No, we did not. I canceled our subscription after the 6th box. and I still have an account with them, so if we ever want to go back, I believe it just picks up where we left off, so we would get the next episode in line. But I did not continue to subscribe for right now, just because realistically we're going to be going on vacation in March. We're trying to save as much money as possible. I know it's only $30, but hey, I mean, it's an extra, that's like paying for another 2 Netflix accounts a month. So it's kind of, I don't know, it wasn't holding our interest enough at the end. I mean, the 6th box actually sat around for a week before we even opened it. And I just think the excitement was gone because of the level of difficulty and just the frustration. So yeah, we canceled. But I am not telling you to not get the box because it is a really cool concept and you might love it. You might be so into it. You might find the puzzles not that difficult at all, and you might be immersed in it. Like I've seen some people on social media, like they make boards like you'd see in a police station with suspects all over them, things like that. It's really cool how some of these people have like interpreted these boxes and done things, but for us it was just, we couldn't put that amount of time into it. So it's really all about like how much I think time and effort you're willing to put in, and for us it was just a little too difficult and time consuming. So for now we are unsubscribed, and maybe down the road we'll pick it back up again. But yeah, hopefully this video is not too long, but thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments if you are interested in the box, if you tried the box, what your thoughts are. Hopefully this is helpful to somebody that's maybe considering subscribing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that if you like this video, you give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button down below and that little bell to make sure you know when I upload. I'm currently on a schedule of uploading every other week, and on the in-between weeks, I will be uploading to my Millennial Cruiser channel. So if you're interested in my cruise content, make sure you go and subscribe there as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.